On a warm, sunny afternoon in a peaceful American neighborhood, Emily Parker, a bright and kind 13-year-old girl, stepped out of an upscale grocery store. Her soft brown hair fell neatly over her shoulders, and she wore a pastel sweater, fitted blue jeans, and clean white sneakers. A small gold bracelet shimmered on her wrist as she smiled down at her phone, texting her mom. Emily came from a loving home, and her cheerful, polite nature showed it. But as she walked toward home holding her snack bag, she didn't notice when her small pink wallet slipped out and fell quietly onto the sidewalk behind her. Sitting nearby at a bus stop bench was Mr. Thomas, a tired but gentle homeless man people usually ignored. He wore the same warm brown coat, faded jeans, and old boots he had owned for years. A gray wool hat covered his head, and beside him rested a small backpack that held all his belongings. Mr. Thomas noticed the wallet drop. He slowly stood, picked it up carefully, and called out, but Emily was already too far away. He opened it just enough to find an ID. "Emily Parker," he read softly. Inside were cars, some cash, and a family photo of Emily smiling between her parents. His stomach rumbled. He hadn't eaten properly in 2 days. He looked at the money for a long moment, then gently closed the wallet. "This belongs to her," he said firmly, and started walking. Emily soon reached her beautiful white house surrounded by colorful flowers. Inside, her mother, Mrs. Parker, stood in the bright kitchen. She was graceful and kind, wearing a soft cream sweater and jeans, her hair neatly styled, her smile warm and welcoming. Emily greeted her happily until she suddenly stopped. She searched her bag, then her pockets. Her face turned pale. "Mom, my wallet is gone," she said nervously. Mrs. Parker hugged her calmly. "Don't worry, sweetheart. Sometimes, honest people do amazing things." Just then, the doorbell rang. Emily opened the door and saw Mr. Thomas standing there, holding the pink wallet with both hands. He looked shy but respectful. "Excuse me, miss. I believe this is yours," he said gently. Emily's eyes widened with relief as she checked inside. Everything was still there. Mrs. Parker stepped forward, deeply touched by his honesty. When she invited him inside, Mr. Thomas hesitated, embarrassed by his worn clothes. But Mrs. Parker smiled warmly. "Kindness is always welcome in our home." They sat him at the kitchen table. Mrs. Parker served him hot soup and fresh bread. Emily noticed how carefully he tried to eat politely, even though he was clearly very hungry. Emily softly asked, "Why didn't you keep the money if you needed it?" Mr. Thomas gave a humble smile. "Because doing the right thing matters more than money," he replied. His words were simple but powerful, and they stayed with Emily. As they talked, they learned Mr. Thomas had once been a skilled car mechanic. After getting seriously sick, he lost his job and then his home. With no family nearby, life became very hard. Mrs. Parker listened with care. She believed everyone deserves another chance. That evening, she called a community support center she volunteered with, a place that helped people find work, housing, and stability. The next morning, Emily and Mrs. Parker drove Mr. Thomas to the center. He received clean clothes, a safe place to sleep, and help applying for jobs. For the first time in months, hope returned to his eyes. A few weeks later, Emily and her mom were leaving a shopping mall when someone called out, "Emily!" They turned and saw a familiar face, but completely transformed. Mr. Thomas stood tall, wearing a clean navy mechanic uniform, cap neatly on his head, boots polished. He looked healthy, confident, and proud. He told them he now worked at a local repair garage and had moved into a small apartment. "You believed in me," he said gratefully. Emily smiled. "You taught me something first, that kindness matters." As cars passed and the day continued, Emily felt her heart lighter. She understood now that kindness connects people in ways money never can. And Mr. Thomas walked forward with dignity, proving that one honest choice can truly change a life. Moral: never judge someone by their appearance. Kindness and honesty have the power to change lives, including your own.